you know. But yeah, still fun. So, how about the rest of you guys? I heard something about numbers, but you know, I don't know much about the context.
We're live, by the way, just in case anyone says anything that's
Hi,
incriminating.
Mom.
Hello.
Okay. We definitely were not bashing Americans at any point during the pre-stream thing at all. Just in case anyone was wondering.
I certainly was not.
Dainzu's already here, and he says he wonders if Steve will make an appearance.
Literally who?
Steve is dead.
Wasn't Steve Steel Greymon at the end of
Yes.
it?
Who died?
He died at the end of the last episode, Dainzu. Sorry.
Spoilers.
He's been dead. He's died twice now.
Yeah.
So
true.
obviously, there's no way to keep him dead. So he's gonna come back. We know that.
He's double dead. I'm just going to quickly open my window because I'm absolutely boiling and I have a health condition that flares up in heat.
Yes.
So probably better to have a window open than not. Just 1 sec.
Absolutely. No. I have a fan on myself, so if you hear anything, you know, that's that.
I finally bit the bullet and turned on the AC. It
Oh.
will never turn off.
Yeah. I feel you.
God, I
Oh.
hate summer so much.
And it's not even summer yet, technically. Ugh.
No, it is.
It
It's
is summer.
it's early
June
summer.
now.
Well, it's 21st, right?
No, summer's the 1st of June, isn't it?
It's June 11th.
What? Do seasons not
Summer.
start on the same day?
What?
I'm pretty sure, like, from June it's summer.
Yeah, those are the 3 summer
The-
months. June to August.
Yeah, that.
Hey, it's
yeah,
the 21st. 21st. That's supposed to start
You-
officially.
Not
Okay,
zodiacs.
so you start summer from the solstice. That's stupid.
I mean, I haven't invented it. So,
I've only heard that for zodiac signs,
wow.
which is weird.
Yeah,
Anyways, like we clearly have it. Like it's right there. 12 months, 3 months per season. They have clear times when they start. Just why? No. They are right there.
Right. Well, shall we make a start?
It depends a bit on your latitudes and or longitudes and whatnot. But yeah, for example, up in the north where there's more summer and winter than just the 3 months.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't think of that.
I mean, in England,
Well, the more you know.
In England, we only get like 2 weeks of summer anyway, so the rest of the time
Indeed.
it's basically autumn the rest of the year.
I'd rather have autumn be longer, to be honest.
I'd rather have anything other than summer. The heat is so ass.
I made the
Ugh.
foolish mistake of deciding to go to Germany in the middle of summer, and it's going to be like 27, 28 degrees. It's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, yep.
I'm literally going to die.
I was in Germany not too long ago.
Yeah, you went for that Digimon tournament thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry
yeah.
I couldn't make that. I actually got invited last minute, and then I had plans because it was my birthday week. So,
You
Yeah.
got invited?
yeah, Chris G messaged me and he was like, "Oh, you gonna come along? Like, even if you're not playing, it'd be cool to see you in person." And he said that you were gonna be there and whatnot. And I was like, "Oh, sorry, I can't make it. I didn't get told far enough in advance."
Oh, I see.
I only got told about the first event that he did. I didn't know he was doing a second one. So I need to keep my eyes peeled for the third one if he does do
Right.
one, so I can take the trip to
Yeah,
Germany.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I haven't heard from him anything about a third event yet. Myself.
Well, it sounded like it was really
we'll see.
successful. There was a lot of like sponsorships and
Second-
people turning up and whatnot. So
I'm not sure if it was. Well, I don't know how like successful it was, but it was. I would categorize it as a success.
Mhm.
but mostly from how it went. I don't know about the financial side of it at all.
Right, okay. Well, I hope it does go ahead in the next year so I can go. But yeah, until then, shall we kick things off? Make a start?
Yeah, I'm ready to die today.
Sure.
Yeah, you're totally gonna die in this episode with no enemies that I've planned. Okay, so...
I mean, that's what the game says.
What do you mean that's what the game says?
I am about to retire my character from play in full potential.
In full potential, yeah, so, you know, you don't have that long left. Right, so... Who wants to do the recap? Or shall I do a recap? I know usually it's you, Elephant, but if you don't want to do one, I'm happy to do one.
I mean, you can, yeah, for a change. Why not? Let's be it's crazy.
I'll mark a potential for Diaboromon. Right, cool. So, previously on Digimon Vortex, you guys foolishly stormed Diaboromon's laboratory and got trapped in a scientific bubble made by Einari, which we didn't really describe how the science works, but it worked.
By whom?
By, not Einari, sorry, Higeki, my bad. I have Einari on the mind for some reason. Yes, you got trapped by Higeki. You managed to very easily break out of the trap, but unfortunately, you had to have your attention divided between the war going on outside with a bunch of swarming Keramon coming to defend the base, and Higeki on the inside, torturing a poor Gaiamon. Eventually, Sonia got kidnapped by Diaboromon and given to Nemesainemon to have her memories extracted. But, you know, he doesn't want to work for Diaboromon. He was only working for him because of the contract they made, which was that he gets back the vials that save both of the worlds if he hands him over the vial that has Sonia's memory in it. You guys discussed potentially tampering with it a little bit. So that memory is slightly tampered with. We don't know how it's been tampered yet, but I'm sure it might come up later on, because we'll play to find out. You guys fought Diaboromon, fought Higeki, managed to give Higeki an existential crisis by making him realize that his memories weren't his own. Yeah, he's now panicking. Sonia currently has the vial with his memories in it, because Nemesainemon gave it to her.
I
So
forgot about
maybe,
that.
maybe she can help resolve his existential crisis in this episode. You guys fought Diaboromon. We had an absolutely awesome DNA digivolution between Granddaddy Drapmon and Gulfmon to form... Oh, the name escapes me. What was the name of your DNA digivolution?
Rathmamon.
Rathmamon. And put Diaboromon to sleep, which nearly foiled my plans. Yeah, you guys gave a very good speech about, you know, reflecting on what you did and maybe you'll do better in the next life or whatever. And Keramon had completely agreed with you. Maybe he'll do better in the next life, and bit his head clean off. So Diaboromon died, but he got absorbed into a magical circle thing and fired sky high into the air. No one knows what happened with that. Instead of his data going back to what he considers home, his data went back to where Sonia considers home. AKA he
Why me
reincarnated.
specifically?
He took your memories because he likes.
Oh no! So fucking bad.
So he in the post-credit scene, we saw him revive in the human world, but rather than being made of data and ones and zeros, he had flesh and bones and muscles and exoskeletons and all that kind of good stuff. So it looked like a full-on horror movie as he revived himself, and then he declared that he would kill all the humans before we closed for the session. That is the full recap.
Nice.
I'm sure I've forgotten some things. Oh yeah, Digimon got impaled in the back during the war and died. That's something
Whoops.
major that I completely forgot to mention. Yes, so Digimon dead, unfortunately, and that caused the dark area barrier to dissipate, meaning all the denizens of the dark area are free, good or bad. which will probably cause some kind of consequences. But yeah, that's the recap. Did I forget anything?
Seems fine. Blah, 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 blah.
Still Greymon died.
Oh yeah, Steel Greymon died. Yeah, you guys fought Steel Greymon, and in the end, his X antibody got put back into Gaiomon, and he disintegrated into Data. And actually became a Digimon this time. He's not gone back to Caramon. Don't worry. You will not be fighting Steel Greymon for the 4th time.
Spoilers.
I think spoilers are the point of the recap, if you ask me. But
I mean, that's the point of recapping. By the way,
Yes,
if anybody
to
is
provide-
currently in the stream, out of you guys, not the people watching the stream, could you post a link to it in the Discord, just so that people can find it if they are wanting to watch? We've already got 2 viewers, which is like, more than we usually have. So thanks for
Oh my
joining us so
God,
early,
we
guys.
We picked, and I thought I picked in grade school.
Cool. If I did forget anything and you guys remember it, I will give you. I would say potential, but you guys don't want potential, so I'll give you brownie points for it.
Nice.
Perfect.
are
Where's
they
my
like
brownie?
negative potential? Are brownie boys like negative potential that they take our potential
Let me
away?
just one singular brownie point.
Yeah, I can't.
There we go.
I can't ping the spectator role for some reason. Like blue.
Oh, you can't
I
ping it.
don't know.
I'll ping it. Don't worry.
Indeed, we cannot.
There we go. Right. So, recap done. We will start the session.
I
Where
feel
we-
like the music is not fitting.
I mean,
I'm sure it's going to be.
It's reasonably fitting considering the battle's over and Diaboromon is definitely dead.
Absolutely.
So we'll start where we left off. So you are sat in the middle of the battlefield where you took on the Caramon, took on Diaboromon, took on Steel Greymon, X Antibody V3000.2. Steve, as we like to call him. There is etched in the ground around you the burnt crop circle of the magic that Diaboromon had used before he died. You have several Digimon injured, mainly the nameless Dark Knightmon who took the brunt of the beating, but several of your other companions are also injured. I want to say probably
Digimon.
Digimon's dead, but I want to say probably Hippogriffmon got hit as well, considering Diaboromon killed him while he was on his back. And I want to say that there's a couple of injuries around. Maybe Hyogamon got hurt because he's a weak little champion Digimon. Maybe Leomon got hurt because again you didn't get the chance to digivolve him either. So yeah, there's a couple of injuries that aren't so fatal as Digimon's, but Digimon has died. The Caramon, after biting the head off of their brother, just floated up into the sky and ran away giggling, leaving Diaboromon's remaining body to disintegrate into the magic circle. So you guys are left alone in the aftermath of what happened with a hyperventilating Higeki, a finally free Nemesignmon, and a bunch of injured Digimon. What's the general vibe from you guys?
What the fuck?
Is it over?
Didn't look over to me. What the fuck does the circle do? And he tries to figure out what the fuck the circle does.
Google, quick,
We
help
need
us.
to. First, we need to take care of the wounded. Daisto looks around and tries to see if there's anything he can do to help the wounded, I guess. Maybe if I give them a rousing speech, they can clear conditions now.
Whoa!
Yeah.
My bone went back inside.
Yes. Oh wow, my shoulder just settled itself.
Oh my gosh, the hole in Digimon's chest is healed.
Oh
No. There's no Digimon left.
Yeah, Digimon is gone, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, you go around offering aid where you can. I think it's difficult because obviously the local doctor that lives in Icon City isn't here, Mummymon. He had to stay behind to look after his wife that is now a child, which it sounds so wrong. But yeah, reincarnated wife. So the best you can really do is patch them up with what little data you can produce from your Digivice. Maybe treat the wounds with whatever first aid kits that getting all the best friends mixed up now. Eutimio, that's his name. Yes, sorry, Eutimio is in his backpack because he's prepared for everything. He's like got a full backpack full of camping materials and stuff. So he's like got bandages and plasters and whatnot that you're using to clean digital wounds, which you're not sure how effective it might be, but it's better than nothing. I think
There's also whatever's left of my first aid kit that I had, because something I used last time in the aftermath of Amdemon was the last time I used that on screen, at least.
Sorry, what did you use last on screen? Sorry.
Karayaki also had a small first aid kit on him, just in case.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, so you maybe use that as well and help Eutimio out. But we see from the laboratory, you know how I said that there was that underground pipe? It has a big hole in it, and from out of there comes a limping, staggering Leomon. His arm looks busted up. His sword is cracked down the middle. But he comes out leading a group of humans. And Kageaki, your eyes lock with your dad's. He's okay. He's alive. He's battered and bruised. He has a big black eye. But he's alive.
Oh, fuck the circle. I rush over.
You rush over to your dad. What do you do to him? Or what do you say to him? If you don't do it.
What do you do?
Give him
not
another
what
black
I
eye and
wanted.
make it even.
He just leaps onto the man.
I think it's a mix of like, whoa, and ow, 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 as you like squeeze his bruises.
Oh my god, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay.
I'm okay, son, he says. He like grasps you back and winces through the pain. It was a horrible ordeal, but we made it through. You see, he wasn't super unreasonable. He says as he like looks at his like bruising and whatnot. If you stand up against him, he obviously knocks you down a couple of pegs, but so long as you didn't talk back, he said no harm would come to us, and he kept that promise.
I'm sorry we took so long.
And I'm sorry of what I did while I was under duress. We continued our research into transplanting Digimon DNA. It looks like it caused a lot of damage. You like look over your father's shoulder and see the giant hole in the mountain that got left by Steel Greymon.
That was Sparta's.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Did Diablomon have any backups? Any backup plans? Did you know? The way this ended feels wrong.
All I know is that he wanted to release something called an X program into the world. It's a kind of pseudo virus that destroys data, and that there's some kind of antibody that prevents that from happening that he'd acquired, but we had to transplant that into a Digimon, and he had the perfect host, apparently. That's the only plan we really got told of. He didn't really give any diabolical speeches in front of us like villains tend to do.
Okay, that's good then. We dealt with that.
One thing I do remember, though, is that he didn't like to be disturbed. He was in a different dimension a lot of the time, it seemed. He'd open a door and it'd be white on the other side and walk through. He'd get agitated if he was disturbed. He often came out holding paintbrushes dipped in red.
Oh. And God. I should get back to figuring out what they unleashed the magic circle at the end there. I'm worried about that. I'll leave you guys to rest.
Well, if there's anybody that knows about magic in this world, it's definitely you. You're the foremost expert on the subject in terms of humans. I'm kind of jealous, if you want to know. But I'm also incredibly proud.
Not only me. We finally have Higeki on our side as well.
Higeki knows magic?
He's about as involved in this as we are.
I see.
So,
I'd never have thought that, considering he was the first to volunteer to come on this trip. You know, he jumped at the chance of being able to come find you.
that's good to know. Yeah, no. I got to. I have to know what the circle does.
Okay. So you go off to study the circle. Your father sort of goes to Eutimio and Taisto, who are treating the wounded.
Getting fucking spawns into existence apparently.
He was in the group of Digimon fighting the war, I think, is how I'm gonna retcon it.
Alright, sure.
So he's maybe a little bit banged up too, but probably not as badly as the others who aren't Mega level Digimon. I think Myotismon came out relatively okay. I reckon that as soon as Beelzemon saw the swarm of Karamon coming towards him, he was like, fuck this shit, and just motorbiked away. He was an absolute coward when it came to it. But yeah, outside of like Vandemon, everybody else is banged up a little bit. I think the next scene that I want is Sonia. So Sonia, you just had one of the most amazing experiences, but also one of the most disheartening experiences at the same time. You managed to digivolve once more because Pillowmon managed to accept who they were, and so did Dorumon. So I want a scene between you and Pillowmon.
Okay.
I think the DNA digivolution breaks down after a while, and she returns to being her Pillowmon state. She flies into your arms, Sonia. You're probably still a little bit dumbstruck after Diaboromon's head got bitten off. And she's like,
One more head.
Did you see, Sonia?
See. Oh, the evolution. Yes, I did. That was quite amazing.
I finally can accept who I am.
That's incredible.
Even though the darkness came out, and it wasn't in a bad way. We had full control over what held us back in the first place. I feel such
I believed in you.
a weight lifted off my shoulders.
I'm really glad for you. You were struggling with it for a long time. Oh, I'm so happy you managed to find peace. So, how was it?
The Digivolution? It was strange. I kind of felt like I was myself, but not myself. Because I was kind of me, but also Dorumon. It's hard to describe, she says.
Yeah,
But I couldn't have done it without you, Sonia. All this time
thank
that we've
you.
spent in the digital world, all this time that you've been spending building me up and making sure I'm okay and fighting the darkness with me. Thank you.
Oh. Thank you, but really, the power was within you all along, you know? I was just there to give you a little bit of pep talk here and there, but you did the most of the job. I'm proud of you, Pilomon. And she hugs her a little bit.
How about you, Sonia? How are you holding up?
A little bit better than before, I guess. But this is not a problem that will be solved in a day. It's just, I realized a lot of things about myself, and I went through a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. But weirdly enough, I'm calmer than when I first arrived. There's no longer any doubts, you know?
That's great to hear. Because now that I've accepted the darkness and been able to figure out who I should be, I hope the same can happen for you. Because you struggled long enough too. And now that you don't have to worry about saving me all the time, maybe we can reconcile some of your stuff. She says. I'd want nothing more than to repay the favor you've given me.
Oh, you don't have to, but I'd be glad to spend more time with you.
You see a tear trickle down her face when you say that particular phrase? And then more tears fall and more tears fall?
Happy tears, or...?
No, she looks actually genuinely gutted.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, no, oh, don't cry. It's okay.
I'm sorry. It's just... I want to spend more time with you too, but I don't know if we have much left.
We'll see. She starts tearing up as well. We'll make the most of it. Okay? I'm sure we have all the time we need.
But Sonia, we just defeated the darkness. That's the prophecy fulfilled. It's only a matter of time before we're separated.
So unfair. Just had a little time for us.
Saving the world's over, but we can look forward and be better. Even if we do get parted, I'll never forget you, okay?
Yeah. I'll never forget you either.
Pilomon is raising your superior and lowering your savior. Do you accept that, by the way?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah. I see no reason to disagree with my dear pillow friend. My sweet angel baby. There I am.
Cool. And then we'll cut to Ghostmon.
Ghostmon.
Yes. Ghostmon is looking around, and he seems to be getting more and more panicked by the second. Where is he? Digimon? Digimon, where are you? Has anybody seen Digimon? And everybody's like giving him this very solemn, head shaky look. Taisto, you didn't see Digimon die, but
Hi.
you know he's not here.
Yes. I think what Taista has been doing was, in addition to helping and taking care of the wounded, he's been preparing everyone to, get back to Icon City so they can get some proper care.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose he's, as he's, gone about and seen most of the view, he's noticed that Digimon isn't there, I guess. So seeing, and then he notices Ghostmon is somewhere, looking after Digimon, and it's like, Ghostmon, what's wrong?
I can't find him anywhere, Taisto. Digimon was supposed to be in this war helping everybody, but where are they?
I haven't seen him either. That's strange. Maybe he got blasted off somewhere. He's very powerful, so I wouldn't be too worried.
I think it's Triceramon who crouches down over your shoulders. I'm so sorry. It all happened too fast. There's nothing we could do.
What happened too fast?
Diablomon came out of nowhere and... well... his cables pierced Digimon's back and he didn't make it. I'm so sorry.
What? You mean that Digimon died?
He nods and looks down really sadly. I know that he was a bastion in the... For any Digimon who lost their way, his city was legendary. We can only really honor his memory.
That... But we had just... I think Tyson looks in the direction of where the... I'm not sure if we have been able to see it, but I hope at least looks in the direction of the dark area to see if the dome is still up or...
Yeah, the dome is completely gone at this point. You're seeing a lot of blackish, purplish looking Digimon flying in the sky where the dome should be. But he can't die. He was a Vortex warrior. We don't die that easily. They're all gone. I'm all that's left.
Huh.
How do you comfort Ghostmon?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. I think... Yes, I know. I think Taisto slowly draws Ghostman into an embrace. Yes, that should do it. That fixes everything. So I get to roll confidence support, right?
Yeah, go for
Right,
that.
and that's that. No, oh, I was actually joking, but
I mean, you are technically comforting and supporting him if you give him a hug and, you know, say some words to him.
Oh fuck. No. Let me see. What might Taisto say? I don't. I guess there comes a time when everyone is gone, but at least this way the fuck. I don't. Ad-libbing is hard. Because I really want Taisto to be able to comfort or offer some kind of almost wise sounding words, but on the other hand, I clearly want to somehow highlight that Taisto himself doesn't know how to let go. That is a very, very difficult needle to thread. I'm sure that Digimon is going to keep on living in your heart, and the good things that he imparted us with will not leave us. You need to continue living according to how Digimon would have wanted you to go on. He wouldn't want you to be like this. He would probably want you to look at the bright side of things and something. The dark area is now free, at least. Sure.
I'm
sorry.
really glad you said you didn't say that you should live as Digimon would have wanted you to, which is as a raging racist towards virus Digimon.
He got better. He got
better.
at least in the. All right, let's try this rolling thing now. GD6 plus. I have influence over Ghostmon, right? Question mark.
Yeah, you definitely have influence over Ghostman. You always have influence over your partner.
Yeah, and then just checking. Am I angry? I'm not angry. Wow.
No, you're not angry. You're just afraid,
9.
guilty, and hopeless.
Yes. 9. So.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So on a 9, they hear you. They get to clear their conditions, which I'm assuming is hopelessness right now. But you didn't get a 10+, you don't get any of the other benefits. I think Ghostman's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I should honor his memory and live on for him. And hey, he's gonna be reborn, right? We can go get his Digi-Egg from his city and make sure he grows up happy. That'll be a good way to honor him, right?
That's a good idea. We definitely don't have too many of those already. Oh wow.
You're making your own little nursery.
Yes.
An army of war crimes.
An army of war
watch out,
crimes.
Sonia. Oi, watch it, mate. We can go and try and see if we can find his egg later, but first we need to be responsible and get these people, he gestures wildly around, to safety. Right?
That's right.
I'm sure that's what Digimon would want.
Yeah, you're right. We need to get these Digimon back home so we can give them proper attention. I'm sure that Cutemon and Mummymon can help.
If only you knew how to heal people.
If only.
Yeah.
Cool. I think the last scene that I want to outline in this particular location is back to Kageaki. So Kageaki, you're currently using your visor, scanning the magic circle, analyzing some of its data. It's going to take a lot of time to deconstruct what all the different symbols mean and whatnot. But you're fairly concerned because initial readings suggest that it's some kind of portal spell. But you didn't see a portal open. So your current hypothesis is that it failed. But you're still gathering data to figure out what's going on with it and why. I think Doraemon stomps on over to you, Kageaki.
This goes there, and the magic fills up the bar here. Then it does. What does it?
He sees you deep in thought, and he just embraces you in a big hug from behind.
Ah! Hi.
We did it, Kageaki. We stopped the second coming of an apocalypse. I finally feel so much weight lifted off me. I saved the world, and I couldn't have done it without you. I finally showed them who's boss. I finally stopped it.
Kayaki, glances at the circle, knowing what the fuck Diablomon has been this entire time and how he's had 5 different subplans at once. The sinking feeling refusing to go away. But how the fuck did you tell that to him right now? Yeah. Yeah. We did it. We stopped the X program from coming up again. We saved your world. This world at least.
Hey, it's better to save this world than not save any at all, right? I finally feel like I've atoned for all the sins of my past. All those lives I took.
Yeah.
All those failures that I had when I tried to stop Yggdrasil the first time. But this time I stopped it before Yggdrasil could even make an action because we stopped it at the source. Before it could even get too far.
Buddy, you've redeemed yourself long ago.
Perhaps outside I have, but to me, the guilt was still weighing on me all this time. I should have leaned on you more. You were always kind and listened to my problems. I know the true you, Kageaki. You don't see everything as ones and zeros and data to collect. You actually care about the people around you more than you let on. And I feel like I've got a lot of that care and affection from you. It's helped me grow and overcome this, so thank you. I just wanted to say these words to you face to face before, everything happens.
I'm just glad you... I'm just glad you finally started believing in yourself as well, fully. And, I'll be with you until the very end.
I think a tear trickles down his face when you say the very end, and he wipes it away. Yeah, until the end. He says. He says, "Well, I better go help the others pack up and prepare for Icon City. I'll never forget you," he says, and he walks away. Could you please raise your kind and lower your reckless?
No, I cannot. Only one of those is open.
Oh, you've locked all of them now, so you can't change anything anymore. Cool. You are fully locked. You know who you were, you can't be told.
And I am about to perish!
Yes, you are about to perish. Everyone's gonna die soon. I don't know if did we ever on screen confirm what happens when the prophecy's fulfilled? I don't know if we've ever told like Taisto, Sonya, or Kageaki what happens. So yeah,
I can't remember it.
All your Digimon team particularly upset about the fact that it's all over now.
We never got enough time to research what the fuck the prophecy actually is.
I mean, Sonya took pictures. She has all the pictures of the prophecy in tablets and whatnot.
Did it state what happens when it's over though? I don't recall ever going into that.
I don't think we did explicitly say so, but we could retroactively add that bit of information in there.
Yeah, we
need
can
be.
add some tapestry that you took photos of and didn't quite process at first, and maybe figure it out later.
Mhm.
Cool.
Anyways, back to this circle because I cannot calm down until I know what this does.
You continue scanning it and compiling the data. You'll find out what it fully does later on. But what's concerning you is that you recognize some of the elements of the circle because a similar spell was given to you by Mephistomon. He said that his deal with Caramon was to give him a portal spell. This looks like one of the portal spells Mephistomon was talking about.
Well, there's a lead.
Where the fuck do you go? Where the fuck do you go? Where the fuck do you go? Where the fuck do you go?
Mephismon or Felismon?
Mephismon. Christmas episode.
Yeah, Christmas
Yeah,
episode.
okay.
The one that's now
Because,
Gomamon.
yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
He like yells back at the group. Do we have any way of contacting Vikemon?
If he's still in the village, maybe?
We need to get these people to safety.
I need to know what the fuck this circle does.
Well, take a picture and we'll solve it in Icon City. We need to get going.
He's really tempted to just say fuck it, go, I'll catch up. He takes a picture, he'll
Do it, pussy.
Oh,
You won't
oh.
dare. I'm sorry.
He'll take a picture and start like looking it up on the way back.
Cool. So we get maybe a montage of you guys walking back to Icon City, which isn't too far away from where Caramon's base was actually set up, which is ironic. But you guys, we get like a montage where you're chatting with your partner Digimon. They seem very solemn about the whole situation, even though you technically won. We see Kageaki deep in thought, matching he's like pulling out books from his like pocket dimension and flicking through to find similar looking things that he can match to. He's like asking Myotismon for advice, and like he's pointing out some things that he knows that maybe wasn't in the books that were given to you. And yeah, you guys make it back to Icon City. The front gate's open for you. You're met with a warm welcome from the city folk, who are very happy to see you alive and well. I think you like pass through the streets, and we see Digimon that you saved before. So we see Sealamon selling fish, and he's like, "Oh, you back, guys? If you're back, that means you totally won, right? Good for us. The darkness is destroyed. I'll tell everyone." And he like runs away and starts telling people. We see like Stingmon get told, and he starts like whispering things.
Jewelbymon!
Sorry, yes, Jewelbymon. And we see him like whisper some things to his Wormmon children, who start like putting up banners and stuff with their silk fronts, using various colouring data to make it different colours and create the lettering and whatnot. It looks very intricate. And like Mudfrigimon's like dancing in the middle of town because he's like, yeah, the threat's over. I don't have to be a coward anymore. But yeah, you guys make it back. Everyone's celebrating and happy that the day's been saved, basically. What's the first things that you guys do when you get home?
Actually, I'd like to walk to the Einari and all the others human kids, you know, where are they?
Okay, I guess you and Taisto are going in the same direction. How about you, Kageki?
Yeah.
Are you going to join them, or are you going to do something else?
Try to find a way to contact Vicon and find out what the fuck the portal leads to.
Okay, so I'll start with Taisto and Sonia first, then, and then we'll cut back to you, Kageki, if that's alright. Yeah, so you guys go visit Einari and Stella. Einari is still recovering slightly from the first battle that he was in, but he's a lot more chipper. He's on his feet. The care that Mummymon gave him has been working. Stella's been watching over him and making sure that he's okay. But yeah, they're just happy to see you both back alive. I think Stella gives you the biggest hugs on you when you walk through the door. She's like, I knew you could do it. I was telling Einari that you wouldn't need our help at all. Like, you got this. I know you better than anyone, Sonia. If anyone can save the day, and well, it's got to be you, right?
Thank you.
How did it all go then? I assume that you being back's a good sign, right?
Well, yes. It seems like it. We did lose some people along the way, but overall, we didn't suffer as much damage as we could have. But I'm actually here for, you know, because on this quest we stumble along Nemo Simon. Yeah, you know him, I'm sure.
Of course.
Yeah, and he gifted me with. I don't know if I should say this. That's a bit awkward, but your memories, all of you, your original memories before Diablemon tampered with them. And I wondered if you were interested in getting those back, or...
You're telling me that my memories ain't right?
Well, I don't know what has been modified exactly, but yes, we know that he modified Higeki's memories for a bit, and he realized that while we were fighting, and that caused him a lot of trouble, a lot of anguish. So I assume similar things must have happened to you.
Okay then. I want to know. I want to know what's truly going on. I don't like that my memories have been tampered with, but I don't blame Nemesis Mom one bit. If Caramon had anything to do with it, he was doing it under duress. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, you're right about that. I got the same impression from him. That being said, I do not know what you'll find in there. It might be painful, might be happy. Who knows? You still sure you want this?
I want it. No matter what it is, I want to know.
Okay, then I'll give her the vial. You can either break it under your feet or drink the contents. Either way is fine, I've been told.
She drinks the contents. She glows sort of lime green color, and then a sort of bright red color, and then it sort of settles, and then tears stream down her face, but they're happy tears. She seems to be laughing. Hey Nari, you gotta take yours. It wasn't our fault. It wasn't our fault, Dainari. What do you mean, Stella? What wasn't our fault? Just drink it. You'll find out. He takes his vial from Usonia and sips it. And it looks like a full-on weight gets just completely removed from his shoulders. And he drops to his knees. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God, he says.
I think Dyston helps him up. I knew it couldn't have been your fault. I'm glad that you know it too now.
We didn't cause the genocide. It was all Caramon.
So what did happen?
We were fooled by the great angels. Told that we would be fighting against a great darkness, a great evil. And that evil was Yggdrasil. So we went to go fight Yggdrasil, only to find out that Yggdrasil wasn't the cause of anything. It was all Caramon. He'd unleashed an X program into the world. It was devouring everything. Yggdrasil was only trying to do what it could to save the digital world. The best way it could do that was rebooting things, but we had to stop Caramon and we failed. We couldn't stop him in time before he could spread the virus. And so the reboot happened. I remember it all so clearly now. He said something back then. He said that no place would be safe for him until every Digimon and every human had been eradicated from the world.
Every Digimon and every human?
Yeah. He said that so long as Digimon existed, the world would be in turmoil and he wouldn't be able to do his research in peace. But he also said that so long as humans exist, Yggdrasil will be able to keep sending an army of Digidestined at him to try and stop him. So his plan was to destroy both. Then the reboot.
Well, I'm sure that means nothing.
But then the reboot got him as well as us, so I'm assuming his plans got skippered. I mean, he did sort of step through a portal just before the wave hit, but everywhere reset in the digital world. There was no place safe. Right?
That makes sense. So where did he go then?
I think I know, says Ghostmon.
Mm-hmm.
one
Well,
place that
do
wasn't
share with.
the one place that wasn't affected by a reboot was Witchenly. It's a completely different dimension and separate from the digital world, just as separate as the human world is from the digital world. He must have gone there if he remembers everything, especially considering he was working with Lampmon. That has to be the explanation.
That makes sense. Then he could have survived in Witchelny and allied himself with Langmon so that he could make a proper return to the digital world to terrorize everyone with his damn book.
But I don't understand. In our battle with Caramon, we destroyed all of the Caramon except the one that stepped through the portal. How did he have an entire army of Digimon back at his side?
Well, does it matter? We beat Caramon and now it's Diablomon and now it's over, right? Is it over?
I don't know. The tapestry said that we'd return home when it was all over. But we're not returning
Doesn't
home.
seem like home. Yeah, we haven't returned home yet.
You took pictures of it, right?
The murals? Yes, I should have some on my device still.
You like ping them across to him, and he like flicks through them all, and he like settles on 2 at the very end of the album. Yeah, these ones. See, and he like points the Digivice towards you, Sonia, and says, "Don't you remember these ones?" And you see the picture of all 5 of you Digidestined standing with your Digivices in the air, your partners by your side as Mega level Digimon. You see all of the people that you saved throughout the time in the digital world standing on a cliff top near you, it looks like, with several ruins destroyed around them. We see the oncoming darkness, which looks nothing like Diaboromon being defeated. And then we see a tapestry where your partner Digimon as rookies are floating in the air, and tears are streaming down both yours and their faces. And then we see you guys in one last tapestry reuniting with your families.
So the darkness that doesn't look like that, does it look like anything? Does it have like a shape or a form, or does it represent some kind of bodiless darkness, or does it
looks
look
like
some kind of an actual?
It looks like some kind of giant scorpion.
Scorpion?
Giant scorpion. Right. Let me see. Does this giant scorpion, by any means, a second, scorpion?
Could be anything.
It could be anything.
Literally.
Pokemon is the final boss. Yes, I always knew.
What
It's
is-
Anomalakarimon! That bastard!
No. We're talking about the finished up Ankrustamon. Yes, I know that's cursed. I know.
I'm sorry?
It's by the name of Ankrustamon in the finished up for some reason. I don't understand.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe it's
It's better
difficult to
than
say
fucking Pokemon.
Anomalakarimon in the Finnish.
It's not
I don't know.
it's not that difficult. Like yeah it is a bit difficult, but it's not that difficult.
Sounds better than fucking Scorpion.
Yes, but does this scorpion kind of thing happen to have, for example, is it like purplish, and does it have like 6 legs, no pincers, and this like
Has it taken down any Omegamons lately?
yeah. Would it by any chance be powerful enough to bring about with it an Armageddon, Armageddon? Yes,
I mean,
Armageddon.
it's prophesied to bring about an Armageddon, but you can't tell its color. It's stone tapestry, so it's just stone colored.
Right.
But yeah, it has
Right,
6
right,
legs.
right.
It's a scorpion-looking thing with big beady eyes.
With 6 legs. Scorpion.
Big bead.
6
Big
legs.
beady eyes. Did you say big? Does it have like a face that kind of resembles the?
Greymon?
I was gonna say Diablomon, but okay.
I mean, am I wrong though?
It actually has more than just 2 sets of beady eyes when you look closely at it. It actually has
Okay.
beady eyes that remind you of Diaboromons on its head, but then it's got another beady eye on its tail, several beady eyes across its hands, and one massive beady eye in the middle of its chest.
Right. Okay. Okay. Sure.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing.
I'm sure it's nothing. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing. It's fine. So. I guess there's. Sorry, where were we? We were examining the thing.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yes, you're examining the tapestry, which shows you defeating the oncoming darkness and then being separated from your partners and then re-embracing your families and loved ones.
Right.
And for some reason, there's a picture of Zachary hugging a firefighter. We don't know why.
Right. Okay.
Wait,
That's random.
his arms are bending?
It's more that he's T-posing and the firefighter's hugging him, but yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Right.
All is right with the world.
Yeah. I mean, we would have known that the prophecy was going to be completely impossible if like we can defeat any kind of dimension shattering, world ending monster, but getting Zachary's limbs to bend, no, that's too much for us.
Too much. Yggdrasil can't do anything about that.
I mean, the rigor mortis has already set in. There's nothing we can do about his arms now.
Wait, no!
We thought he was recovering for a day when he decided to start speaking and moving around as normal again, but he's gone back to his clipping through walls and T-posing. So
Rigor mortis is not a good time to use here.
Cool.
Pull the plug, Doctor.
But as far as I can see, even though the darkness doesn't look like the tapestry, it's just an interpretation, right? So, we should probably spend what little time we have left together, he says.
Yeah.
What do you say? Should we, hang out for old time's sake?
I'll leave you to it. I'll meet up with Igaki and Utimio and give them their memories back as well. You guys have fun.
Cool. So I think Einari goes with Taisto, Stella goes with you, Sonia, to see all the others, because she wants to see and reassure them when they get their memories back, because she's the big sister of their group.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to cut to Kageaki. Kageaki, you've managed to get hold of a Monimon, and you're shaking him violently as the channel switches to Vaikamon. You can see him currently. He's like putting a ribbon around a box, and then he gets like a tug on his shirt from the Monimon on his end, and he like throws the box over his shoulder, and he goes, "Ah, Kageaki, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good.
What can I do for you?" he says.
Is Goemon there?
Well, yes, he is. He's on wrapping duty. I can get him if you'd want.
Please do so swiftly.
Goemon! He yells, and Gomamon like swims through a bunch of wrapping paper and like clambers over the top of like a mountain of presents, slides down it towards the Moneymon, and he's like, "Yeah, Dad, what do you need? Kageaki wants you. Something important," he said. And he like swivels the Moneymon towards Gomamon. Whoa, this thing's cool. How do I do this? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, okay. So. Remember your contract with Keramon?
Yeah, what about it?
That portal you made for him, where does it lead?
Well, it leads wherever he's thinking of going.
Oh my... did you know anything else about the portal? Like, how it activates? Anything?
Well, it's
Or is it
supposed
just a
to
portal?
just activate at your will, but, you know, he might have amended it or adjusted it. Like, he said something about getting to another world, but I told him you can't travel between worlds without reincarnation of some kind.
What?
I'm sure he isn't stupid enough to do something like that. It would cause all manner of like terrible things to him. You have to
Kageaki
go
comes
through
up.
actually dying and hey, where'd you go? Moneymon, are you working?
Oh no! Fuck! Group call, everyone. She calls like every sudden one.
Taisto's Digibyte has been turned off. We are not available for... Thank you for calling this number.
I think
If you wish to leave a message for the courageous leader, please leave your message after the beep. Beep.
Keramon built a portal. It activates on reincarnation. Ah!
Thank you for leaving your message.
Yeah, I think you viewers are too busy to pick up the call right now. I think the only person that did answer was like Utimio or something, because he's just like not involved. But yeah, you're gonna have to go find them in person to tell them if they're not gonna answer the messages really quickly. But yeah, I think we're gonna cut now to Taisto and Einari, because you know we haven't actually seen them interact on screen since really they got saved, and then got saved again, and then got saved again. So fourth time's the charm.
Yay.
Taisto, where do you take Einari?
I think, well, considering that Einar is still injured, we can't go too far.
It's mainly like a sprained arm now. Like he can walk around and whatnot. He's just a little bit tired.
Yeah. I think we've hiked to the top of a nearby hill. That's obviously because we are talking about an anime hill. There is a single tree growing at the very top. I think it's oak or pseudo oak, digi oak, and it like kind of overlooks the city from the distance. Yeah, something like that. We've hiked to the top of a nearby hill, and I think the two of them just sit there, maybe with Einari propped up against the tree, and then Taisto sitting next to him, kind of leaning into him, or with his head on his shoulder, or something like that.
This sure
Yeah,
does bring back
something like that.
memories, doesn't it, Taisto? You had a tree just like this. in your-
Elephant, fuck
Wait, what? What did Elephant do?
you.
This sure does bring back memories, doesn't it, Taisto? You had a tree just like this that we used to climb near your house.
Nah, our tree was twice as big. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, I should
It's,
know.
fair enough. Yeah, I know what you mean though. It's what? I can't have the player chat open. Fuck you guys. There we go. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, I get what you mean. Really, I'm just so happy that you're safe. The fight we just went through was grueling, and I don't think I would have liked to have. I don't think I would have wanted to have to worry about you again while we were battling against Diablomon and Steel Greymon X Antibody 3.0.
Hey,
Steel War Greymon.
I'm gonna be standing right there beside you next time. You watch. No more protecting and being in danger. No more having to worry about me. I'm a Digidestin too, remember? I can stand on my own 2 feet and everything. I'm glad you're okay,
Yeah, I guess you can.
Look at all you've accomplished in this world.
Well,
He looks out over Icon City. You built a community, brought people together. I'm glad that you seem to have moved on since the accident happened.
moved on. Well, I may have been able to do some good in this world, but I still don't think I could ever make up for what kind of pain my cowardice, my weakness caused to you. Everything I've done in this world has been to try and make good, to make sure that no one will ever have to suffer the same way that you had to, because because of my weakness. I don't think there's
He puts a hand on your...
the day I...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine, yes. He puts a hand on my...
He puts a hand on your head that's leading into her shoulder.
Yes.
You know I don't blame you, right? We're just kids after all.
Well,
It wasn't the fall that got me in the end, it was the fire. It wasn't your fault at all. If anything,
if I hadn't run away, I could have saved you. I might have been able to save you. Then then you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have.
But if you had come to save me, you might have. I don't know what's going to happen to me now that the prophecy's fulfilled. When we reincarnated, we were told that we were data. 100%. No skin, no bones, no flesh. And the tapestries don't say anything about what happens to us when we finish. It just shows you.
I don't think I can accept that. There's missed you so much. I've missed you every day.
I missed you too, man. Now don't go crying on me. I know you're not a baby. You're 2 years older than me now. He like gives you like a fist nudge.
Well, maybe on a technicality. Hey, let's not. Can we not talk about this? It's I'd like to, even if it's for just a while, I'd just like to have my best friend back.
Sure, he says. I'd like that too. And hey, the tapestry didn't say anything concrete. Maybe I do get to go home. That'd be nice.
I'd like that.
I'm sure my mom and my dad would be over the moon to see me again. Are they still living in Helsinki?
No, they moved. No, they moved. In are they still living in that unnamed Eastern Finnish town that no one has ever talked about? No, they moved away. I'm not sure where they live actually.
Well, if I do survive, I'll find them, I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure that you'll be plopped right back. Besides, Finnish social services will find you in no time, lad.
Yeah, that'll be
Anyway.
a thing to explain.
How come you haven't aged for 2 years?
How come you're not burnt to a crisp more like it?
Well, let's hope. Well, let's hope for that then. It's been a wild ride. I would hate for it to be over, and I would hate for it to be over, and for you not to be there with me for it. English? How does it work? Sorry. Anyway, now, like I said, let's not talk about this. Tell me, what does it feel like when you actually get to fight for yourself? You said that you're the Mr. Big chosen one guy, so tell me, how does it feel?
How does it feel to what? To mix with
To get to yeah.
Durham?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It feels like a rush. Adrenaline's coursing through you, and before you know it, it seems like your minds just synchronize and become one. It's like you're you but not you. You're having an out-of-body experience whilst being in your own body. Does that make sense? It sounds really strange, but I guess if you've never experienced it firsthand, then it's kind of difficult to explain. But basically, when me and Duramon first combined, well, let's just say our interests aligned deeply at that point in time. You know about the crests, right? Did anyone tell you about those?
I don't remember.
I know that Kageaki read books on them. I don't know if he told anybody about them.
I think they may have been mentioned. What's this about crests? I don't think so.
So
Besides, if someone explained it to me, it was Kagayaki, and his explanation sucks. So go ahead. Tell me about them.
well, mine's kindness. It was
Sounds
gifted
like
to
you.
me by Yggdrasil when I reincarnated here. They told me that I needed to learn how to be kinder to both myself and other people. I don't think I was the nicest person before I reincarnated. I was maybe a little bit rough around the edges, except to you, of course. I always had a soft spot for you, Taisto. But basically, every time I grew and became kinder, Duramon grew with me. And as we grew closer and closer, and kinder, eventually that kindness overflew us, and we just became one like that. He snaps his fingers. It just happened all of a sudden. It felt so natural and so right. I'm surprised it hasn't happened for any of you guys yet. Though I guess our Digimon are special. They seem to be weapons that we can wield. Your Digimon don't seem to be like that.
Weapons you can wield?
Yeah.
You tell me that you can...
Duramon turns into a sword. It's pretty cool, actually.
That's so cool. Oh, if only Ghostman could turn into a sword. Then again, I did get a sword earlier. Like I had a Duramon. I think you meant Duramon. But I did get a sword earlier. There was this cave, and there was a sword in a stone, and I think it said something about I think the name of the sword was like Heart of Courage or something. I don't know. But it was amazing. I had it for a while, and then I guess I gave it to Ghostman, actually.
That's really cool. I've never had an actual legend like the Sword in the Stone. You got to wield an actual sword, not just a Digimon. That must have been cool. Fighting alongside him rather than using him. I always felt so bad for Duramon. The fact that...
Why?
Well, until we became one Digimon, it kind of just felt like it was me, you know? If I needed a weapon, I'd grab Duramon. If Duramon evolved, he'd become a bigger sword and I'd get armor on top of my human form. But it never felt like Duramon really had any say in this. Am I using the evolved name? I'm so sorry. I thought Duramon was the rookie. Is my brain not working? Is it?
Zubamon.
Zubamon. Sorry, Zubamon. Pretend I've been saying Zubamon this whole time. Every time Zubamon evolved, he'd become a bigger sword or better armor, and I'd be encased as a heroic warrior, but it always felt like me swinging the sword. Me having the final say. Me deciding what happens with his form, his body. And I felt really bad about it until we became one. Suddenly, his worries and his doubts and his thoughts were mine.
Sounds. I'm sure that if you were the one wielding Zubamon, and I'm sure he was 100% with you, and it's only heightened. It's heightened by the fact that you were able to fuse like that. But oh well, would have been cool. But I guess I'm as if my crest is supposed to be courage, I think I picked that up from somewhere. But I'm as courageous as can be. I'm the heroic embodiment of courage. Am I not? So I don't think there are any more evolutions left in store for me.
You have to remember, Taisto, there's this balance to be struck with courage. There's being brave, standing up for what's right, but then there's also being reckless.
No, now you sound like Leomon.
And going too far. If you hurt people around you or yourself because of your bravery, is that really brave? He says. I think you're the most brave and courageous person ever, but I think maybe because of me, maybe you're overcompensating a little bit on the courage thing.
Overcompensating. Also, it has to be courageous to be able to hurt others because that's literally all of my courage moves do. So I'm not sure what could be more courageous than getting everyone else into trouble. Sorry. Yes, overcompensating. Overcompensating me? When have I ever overcompensated for anything? Huh. Now you just sound like just like Leomon. Have you met Leomon? You've met Leomon, right?
Yeah, I've met Leomon. He's pretty wise. A lot of good advice from his mouth. I'd take it if I were you. He's a good Digimon.
He reminds me too much of old man. Suddenly I have forgotten every single Finnish name I've ever known.
Please make it
yes,
one that's
old
easy
man
to pronounce.
Samui. Old man Samui. He fought in the war, right? And yeah, he's
Yeah, old man Samuel, definitely.
You know, he was always on my case about the whole thing. Everything like, yeah, I may have taken the apples, but you know, it's not my fault because apple trees, overabundant.
You know that he uses those to bake a pie for the community, right? He's probably
What?
angry at you taking them because of his competition. He had prize-winning pies.
I didn't know he bakes.
Yeah, have you never tried his pie? It's amazing. You know, when you get back home,
How?
you need to get yourself a good slice of apple pie. That shit was... wow. I look forward to that every year at the festival.
How the heck have I never heard of this?
I mean, you were always more of a pastry person, weren't you?
Oh, fair enough. But still, like, no one mentioned it. My mom really loves pie, but she never told me about old man Samuel's pie.
I mean, she probably wanted you to steer clear of his pie shop because, you know, the apples.
I guess I wouldn't be very welcome. Yeah, true. He just have these war stories that he used to tell. So, but then for some reason he really I just don't think he liked me very much. And sometimes Leomon reminds me of him that way. But
Leomon and the old
I
man
digress.
are stern, but they're fair. They're not out to catch you or trip you up. They're there to guide you and help you. And I appreciate that more than I used to. All I'm saying is, you seem a lot more bold since I, you know, came to this world. You used to be quite, well, I don't want to say afraid, but I would do things that were absolutely reckless and stupid. You'd try to stop me. Now look at you being the reckless and stupid one all the time. It like gives you like a jokey punch in the shoulder.
watch who you're calling stupid. Wow. I didn't get kidnapped 4 times since I was here.
Hey, in my defense,
You're
I
welcome,
had
by
my
the way.
memory wiped and rewritten twice.
True. That's true.
And one of the times that I was kidnapped, I was technically not kidnapped because I wanted to be there, but I was under false pretense, so... You know, it was more of a grooming situation.
Well, that's a move.
Dear Boromon was a... It feels weird now looking back at him. Because with those false memories implanted in me, he was actually quite a nice Digimon. He was just misunderstood, so... But now that I see what he was doing and what he did, all I can see is how horrible he was. He wants a world that's safe for his brothers and sisters and himself, but he doesn't consider anything else but that. But anyway, enough of him. He's finished now. No need to worry about that guy.
Yeah,
anymore.
he's yeah. We don't need to worry about Diablomon ever again for any reason.
He's
dead for sure.
definitely finished right now.
He's
He's definitely finished.
yes. Don't you mean finished? No, finish.
Diablomon the tourist.
I can just picture it in my head. Well, yeah, we'll never have to. We'll never ever have to deal with Diablomon ever again. He's
Oh,
dead for
I received a message. What's that about?
Yeah, I think we'll cut to Sonia now then. So Sonia, you're in the middle of giving back the memories to Higeki and to Yutimio. They obviously have a little cry about, you know, them not being responsible for a mass genocide.
Mhm.
Although Higeki doesn't seem as upset because obviously he had views up until now that are very odd. He didn't see the Digimon as living things until very recently, so he didn't really understand that he'd caused a genocide in his memories. He just thought, huh, science opportunity. But yeah, he gets his memories back, and immediately his eyes widen. He's like, I have to find Kakiaki, and he like storms off.
Oh,
and you're left with
there he goes.
Yutimio and Stella. And I think Leomon's also there. He was like tending to those in particular. He's always in a rush, isn't he?
Oh yeah, you know how it is with science boys.
Yes, he does remind me a lot of Kageaki. Though a little bit more unhinged.
That's certainly a word for it.
That takes effort.
So, I'm glad you came, Sonia. I want you to know that I'm incredibly happy that you proved me wrong.
About... Remind me...
About the darkness. I've always warned you never to embrace it, to fight it, to protect Pillowmon from it, and
Right, that's
the end,
that
it
was a long
seems-
time ago.
in the end it seems that embracing it was the best course of action.
Yeah. Well,
You've surpassed any wisdom I have, and I wanted to apologize for holding you back.
oh, don't worry. It's not like your wisdom was completely unfounded. It did come with great risks along the way, after all.
Yes. I just wanted to get that off my chest before you go.
Thank you. I never really held that against you, if that's any consolation.
I'm glad. I think the door bursts open from behind you. You're currently in like the med area of like Mummimon's apothecary area. The door bursts open, and through it come Gabumon and what did we call the Gekomon? Is it Ronin Gekomon or something?
Bushi Gekomon,
Bushi
like
Gekomon.
the...
Yeah, Bushi Gekomon and Gabumon come in through the front, through the door. They burst in and they grab you, Sonia, and they're like, "Please don't leave us! Don't go! We don't want to say goodbye to you yet, Mom."
Oh, calm down. I'm not going anywhere yet, I don't think. Yes, we'll have time to play. We'll have time to play.
But the prophecy.
I know.
Leomon told us that you're going. You're leaving us now. I'm not ready to not have you here. I need you.
Oh,
Gabumon
Now
needs
it's-
you, and he like holds Gabumon up in front of you.
okay, I see what it is. don't worry, kids. She's going to hold on to them. I know. Saying goodbye is pretty hard. All my life, I spent it saying goodbyes to people and trying to prevent saying goodbyes. But sometimes you just can't. Oh, it's fine. Sometimes you just can't hold on to people. They have to go live their lives and follow their true calling. But that's not like it's a bad thing. Maybe took me a while to realize this, but like we'll all be happy in our lives, you know, and doing best we can. She is trying to comfort herself as most as just as well. She's trying to comfort the kids. So her words ring kind of shaky, kind of thoughtful, but you know, but it's a happy thing that you know people can go on their adventure and meet other people as well. It's not like I'm dying or anything, you know, and we might even see each other again one day. You never know how it works. If the world ever needs my help, I'll be glad to come back, right? I use portals.
I hope so.
So,
You
be
know.
strong, kids.
You know the prophecy, right? And when the sun sets on a new day, the world will be saved once more, and the Digidestined may rest. That is the end of the prophecy. When the sun sets today, we'll be going home.
See? So, we have plenty of time to make memories before we go. Right. So cheer up. Cheer up. She wipes a tear from her eyes, pats them on the head. And well, you've grown quite a bit since I first came in, you know? Maybe you'll be the next Digidestined.
Oh, if I ever get chosen, it would be an honor to live in your memory, Mum.
Yeah. I believe in you. I'm sure you'll do great. No matter what you choose to do and to become.
Is there anything you want to do on your last day?
I don't know. Maybe walk around the city. Oh, actually, Bushigekomon, we should probably go and visit the Gecko Swamp at some point. This is where you came from, Zero.
You're taking me home?
To visit might be good to reminisce a little bit.
Okay.
I haven't told you this, but that's where we first met.
Okay, yeah, we can go there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you open a portal to the Gecko Swamp so you can get there within the day.
Yeah.
Cool. You open the portal and you and Geckomon step in. Do you take Gabumon with you, or?
Well, if he wants to. I'll ask him if he wants to, or if he wants to stay, yeah.
Yeah, I think he wants to spend every waking minute left with you.
That is fair. I have no reason to keep him away, so.
So you guys portal away into the Gecko Swamps. Meanwhile, Kageyaki, you're running around like a headless chicken.
While screaming, yes.
You can't get through to any of the Digidestined at all,
Why?
except Eutimio.
I drop the bomb, tell him, find the others!
Yes, I think Eutimio's like running around the city trying to find everybody. His backpack super heavy on his back is just like going up and down and up and down and up and down, and you can see it like straying his shoulders as he's running.
For the love of God, put the backpack down!
He seems very emotionally attached to this backpack.
I still have his telescope.
The lost storylines I can never tell because Pablo isn't here anymore. Yeah, so he's looking for all the Digidestined. Are you looking for them too? I'm assuming you're running around figuring out where they went.
Yeah.
You use your Digivice, and the compass pops up, and you see the dot for where Taisto is, and then you see the dot for where Sonia is, and you're like, "What the?" She's in the gecko swamps somehow.
Fuck's sake!
In fact, I think it's like as you open the map, you like see her in like the med bay, and you're like, "Oh, thank God she's still here." And then she just blips to the gecko swamp, and you're like, "Fuck!"
That's so far away!
But you know Taisto's nearby. He's on the hill outside the city. The classic oak tree hill that you all know about. It's the perch that Leomon tends to sit on when he's guarding the city.
I hit myself.
Cool, you rush to Taisto. You see Taisto and Inari relaxing under a tree, chatting away, laughing with each other.
Well, she already hates me, so fuck it. She screams. Draw their attention. Hey!
Okay. I think the two of them. I think Taisto was just in the middle of some kind of a story about, I don't know, mushrooms. It's always mushrooms, isn't it? When he hears Kagayaki scream in the distance, where did our music go?
I have no idea. But when you turn
I
around,
am
Kagayaki...
I'm loading the soundtrack, but Discord is being uncooperative right now. It's taking its
Kagayaki
time.
is completely out of breath and pale as a ghost.
What's wrong, Kagayaki? Why didn't you just call?
Diablemon! I did! Everyone, no one picked up, only Eutimio picked up!
Well, gee, I wonder why. It's our last day here.
It's going to be shorter. Diablemon built a portal. It activates on reincarnation. He's not dead.
You what? Diablo what?
I have no idea where the fuck he went, but he teleported on reincarnation. He abused the system apparently.
Are you sure?
Yes!
I think Taisto looks in Aino's direction to see if you know what his reaction to the whole thing is.
Reincarnation? He said he couldn't get the portal to work. That's why we moved to Plan B. That's why he wanted to unleash this X virus on the world.
Did he say anything about his plans? Like, where would he go?
He said that he wanted to go to the human world so that he could upgrade the humans and have them evolve too, but I don't know how much that was bullshit, because he was lying to us for most of the time we were there. But he failed. We created a portal based on the instructions of a Digimon that Diaboromon met, and it didn't work because it just failed. Even if one of us stood in the circle, we couldn't go back. It didn't work.
Oh my god. He's probably... So, Nemo Simon gave him a vial. Like a memory vial. and the portal takes him to where he thinks he wants to go. And according to Goemon, who was the one who built the portal for him, the only way to cross dimensions like that is via reincarnation.
So could you explain it once more for the courageous that are present?
Okay, so the memory vial had something regarding our world, most likely. And in order to teleport there, he needed to abuse the reincarnation system, like how people die and they go to what they consider home. Here, right? He overrode that and used the vial as a base to go to the human world instead.
Wait, so you're trying to tell me that Diablomon is currently in the, and then we get a cut shot of Diablomon destroying Helsinki or something? No, he's in the human world?
Yes! How the fuck do we get there?
Oh my god. I don't think we can.
There must be a way. Yggdrasil! Cherubimon, the heavens have a direct line to Yggdrasil. If you can talk to Yggdrasil and have Yggdrasil teleport us, we can.
I guess our time here has been cut short. Sorry, I guess we don't have as much time with each other as we thought then.
Fuck. I've got to call
Okay.
Cherubimon.
Yeah. I'll go and fetch Sonia. Where is she? Do you know?
In the fucking swamp, apparently.
Well, that tracks. Do you think you can come with? Last to ask from Einar.
Of course. Anything to help. I don't know if I can go
Right,
back to the
well-
human world, but if I can, I'll take that chance.
Wait, what? Why can't you go back?
Well, we died.
You what?
Everyone that was an original Digidestined died. We reincarnated into this world. Diaborama must have got the idea from us.
When? No one told me. No.
I thought you were supposed to know everything.
Not if I don't have the information.
The only one of us that didn't die was Higeki. He was here as some kind of AI ghost-looking thing. I'm not really sure what happened there, but his reincarnation apparently got messed up quite a bit.
Oh my god. You can't come then. You can't. We can't know what happens to you if you come. You could disappear on the spot.
Taisto? You're brave, right? What would you do? If it meant saving so many innocent lives?
Sorry, who was that for?
Taisto.
You.
Oh, shit. I don't know, but I don't think I want to risk losing you. Anyway, we still need to get the band. We need to get the band together, and you need to call Cherubimon.
Yeah, and turn your fucking digivices on. And he storms
we thought
off.
that we
You look at your Digivice and you see like 28 missed calls and 52 messages or something. Like somehow there's more messages than missed calls from Kageaki. I'm gonna call for a quick commercial break so I can get a refill of drink, and then we'll be back in 5 minutes so that we can pick up with Sonia in the Gecko Swamp.
okay.
And then yeah, we'll continue from there. Is that okay?
Okay.
Cool. 5-minute break. Back in 5.
Yep.
Why, hello there, young viewer. Would you like to be able to cross dimensions like Diablomon? Well, you can't exactly do that, but you can make John from the FBI think you're doing that with NordVPN.
I was wondering where that bit was going to go.
Sponsored
That
by
is
Raid
right.
Shadow Legends. Like literally everything else too.
Funnily enough, it stopped, more or less. People are tired of the fucking thing at this point.
Well, no shit.
I hope they are, frankly.
I haven't heard the best.
Nah.
And before we go to the real world and they all just immediately die. Like, no counter plan for that. Oh, you fucked up, says something on me.
Roll the 1. Well.
They disappear into the ether.
So we did get 5 minutes of, peace and quiet. That
You
was
did.
nice.
Kagayaki hasn't run this way much in a
Kagayaki.
while. Oh, you're welcome.
Why do you always ruin everything? Like
Yeah,
the time when
that's
we were like
so
like
on
the
me.
Time when, like that, like the time when we were in that beautiful like dream realm, and you had to go and try and solve everything. Imagine how nice it would have been if we would have just stayed there forever.
Yeah.
We were in the pocket dimension, so we wouldn't get X-programmed.
Yeah, there we go. Problem solved.
Like, we would just wake up to everyone dead.
Well,
No
that
big-
sounds like their problem,
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's their problem, not ours. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine this storyline, like, if Kagayaki goes, things like, oh yeah, it's everything's okay. And we come back, and the Finnish are finished.
Oops.
I'm pretty sure it's all reduced to ashes already. We don't
Oh,
have
I'm
time
expecting
dilation,
as
right?
much, yes.
Yeah.
Hope you're enjoying the show.
I am back.
Hi! You didn't mute yourself.
Did I not?
You
You
did
did not.
not.
Oh.
We heard the voices, the screams.
All of your dirty secrets.
I
Yeah,
couldn't make up
me-
what the fuck you were saying, but I did hear it.
It was me yelling at my wife, because not yelling at her in a mean way, but she was asking me what I was doing, and I was saying I was grabbing a big tub of sweets.
Lucky you.
I had leftovers from my cinema trip to go see Spider-Man.
Oh, the
Wow.
new Spider-Verse thingy.
Yeah. It was really good. I didn't expect it to be a 2-part.
It's a two-parter. Wait, it ends on a cliffhanger?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Spoilers, bitch! Ow.
I mean, that's good. That's a good spoiler. You don't want to watch it then.
I apologize for our DM.
I'm sorry.
The views of our DM, it's not represent the views of Digimon Vortex Incorporated.
In this case, it represents mine.
He just said that he didn't expect it. Now I'm gonna expect it the whole time. Wow, thanks.
I mean, in fairness, apparently they announced it a while ago. I just missed the announcement, so I
I
went in
don't
expecting
I
it.
don't follow that shit. I don't follow that shit, especially explicitly for this reason. Ah!
I mean, I'd
Well,
be pretty pissed
explicitly
as
so
a
that you
viewer.
can be disappointed when it doesn't end properly.
Yeah, like I'd be so fucking pissed.
Anyway, we're all still here. It was obviously just me that needed a drink. So, and a bunch of sweets apparently as well. So, we'll kick things back off straight away. Sonia. You're in the
Yes.
Gecko Club.
Yeah. What?
Go play Barbie house while everyone around you is screaming in agony.
To the midst of the swamp, nearly blinding. You can hardly see what's in front of you. But you can hear beautiful tones of singing. Kind of sounds more like a symphony of barbershop quartets. Like a huge choir of a cappella as you appear in the Gecko Swamp. It sounds really nice compared to the first time you were here, when all you heard was, your Geckomons shrieking.
Here we are. The land of the Geckomon.
This is where I'm from.
Yeah.
Kind of dingy. Where are the homes?
I don't know. Figured you guys liked swamps. But there was a house before, right? There was the Geckomon Castle? Something?
I think so.
Or am I mixing it up with anime stuff? Because, that's not the first
I think you
Geckomon.
might be mixing it with anime stuff. I think we just,
Yeah, okay.
That's different from the anime.
I think it was
Yeah,
just
okay.
a swamp full of Geckomons, and they lived in the swamp together. And this Geckomon
That's
that you
fine.
have now is completely used to the luxury of a home with a working bathroom and whatnot.
Well, that is fair.
So this
Well-
used to be my home. The singing's beautiful.
Yeah.
I never thought I could sing. I've just been playing this drum instrument that I got since I transformed into Bushi Geckomon.
It's not a drum instrument. It's more of a guitar.
Oh,
really?
sorry. Yes, it was a little guitar, wasn't it? I thought it was a big drum in my head for some reason. Yes, sorry.
Nah.
I've just been strumming this guitar, but never thought to sing.
In fact, it's one of these. It's one of these, except it looks like a. No, fuck. Google does not want. Nah.
Oh, I see. I see what it is. A square-shaped
Okay.
guitar-looking thing with 3 strings.
Yeah. Except it's a motif of the Digimental of Courage, and
Right.
so it's thematically appropriate, but yeah. Well, I'm sure you can if you put your mind to it. You can probably ask the Geckomon around here for tips if that ever interested you. I know your. Maybe I shouldn't say.
What is it, Ma?
But when I said we met you here, I meant we met you in your previous life.
You knew the old me? What was I like? Was I as good at singing as these guys? I wish I was. They sound so beautiful.
Well, you were certainly the star of the show in one way.
I was a superstar? Oh man, that's so cool.
Oh. Oh boy. Well, you were certainly famous around here. That's certainly true. You were, how shall I say, a little bit pushy, as big stars tend to be sometimes. But you seemed like a nice Digimon, overall. I don't remember. Was he controlled by the by Mummymon at that point, or was it unrelated yet? That's been so long ago.
He was actually a pretty big dick. He made a deal with Caramon to.
He made a deal.
to become the star of the show, he stole the voices of all the Gekomon so that he could be the best singer. And then I think it was he stole the voices of all the Gekomon. It was a long time ago. It's like episode 6 or something.
That was very long.
But yeah, basically, he did some douchebaggy things because he was a superstar and wanted to be a celebrity and known throughout the digital world. And so Caramon made a deal with him that he would be a superstar and be known throughout the digital world if he did one thing for him first. We'd never really established what that one thing for him first was, but he failed at doing it and got disintegrated and absorbed into Caramon's book.
Whoopsie.
But before he got absorbed into the book, I think you saved him somehow. I can't remember how he turned into an egg.
It wasn't. I don't think we had a. It was Kagayaki that flipped off and destroyed a lot of Gekomon at that point. Don't remember the contract with Caramon.
I just recall him dying and reincarnating as an egg.
Yeah, I remember Kagayaki had a dark evolution at that point, and had a lot of laser beams.
Yeah, it might have been that he just got killed by Kageyaki's dark evolution rather than Caramon. I just remember Caramon for some reason making a deal with him.
That's possible, but
Maybe
He did make a deal with him, we just never learned what.
Okay, so he died before the contract could be up. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, it was a long time ago, so I just barely
that
remember
is
it
fair.
now. I think it was like 2 years ago or something we did that.
Yep, pretty much.
Nice to walk down memory lane. But yeah, we see that basically the Gekomon have rebuilt themselves into this nice a cappella sing-song community. You can't really see where they are aside from the glowing horns that are like ominously glowing in the fog. But you see that Bushi Gekomon is super intrigued by his past. He's like, I probably was just pushy because I wanted everyone else to do just as good as me, right? I probably outshone them with my awesome singing skills. It's a shame I haven't relearned. All I have is this guitar now.
You have all the time in the world, and plus side, all you didn't have a guitar, so you learn more skills in a way.
No way,
sure
this
you'll
thing's
be-
awesome. Why didn't he have a guitar?
I do not know. I did not know your old self all that much before. There's something I have to tell you.
What is it?
It's kind of hard. I said your old self and your old life. We kind of had a part in making you the actual you right now.
What do you mean? Did I do something wrong? What happened?
Well, it might. Do we know about the deal? I'm asking a lot of things now, but did we just assume he was a dick, or did we know he made a deal with Caramon? Can I spin this?
I think he made a deal with Caramon, but he was a massive dick. Like there's no two ways about it. He was like the pretentious star of the show kind of character where everyone's beneath him because he's the best. And he wants to be this big celebrity. So yeah, he was an absolute asshole.
Yeah, you weren't the kindest to the people around here, and apparently made a deal with Caramon. You know of him.
I made a deal with that monster?
Yeah. So
why would I do that?
maybe I do not know. You might have to ask people around here that knew you. But no matter what you learn about yourself, I want you to know that it's okay. We also have a troubled past. Pielmon told you all about herself. So you shouldn't be ashamed of who you were or afraid to learn more. But I wanted to apologize for killing you. Uh, that's a hard one to say.
This is gonna sound strange, but I'm glad that you did. If you hadn't, I wouldn't be here right now, and I wouldn't have you. And I sounded like an absolutely horrible Digimon to deal with. And, I mean, if it's made me a better person because of it, I don't want to be who that guy was. He isn't me. I'm a new Digimon. I don't remember anything he went through or any of the pressure that he had to face, but I don't want
At
you
that
to
point,
feel guilty for it.
thank you. Was that be as it may, I did do some bad things to you. Well, we did. So it's only fair that, we take responsibility if you so wished. And Pillman will chime up. That's the past you might have been a jerk or something, but we all have darkness inside and bad part of us, but it's nothing that we should be rid of. You might think right now that this is not who you are, but having flaws is not a bad thing. As long as we're aware of them, you're right to be proud of the great Digimon you became, but I don't want you to be mad at the person that you were or treat it like it was an inferior part. I hope
No,
that
you're right.
one day you learn to like yourself, flaws and all.
You're right, Pillowman. When I grow up, I'm gonna be an even bigger star than I was before. But I'm gonna be nice to the people around me. I'm gonna make sure that everybody hears our music and that we bring happiness to the world. That's what I want.
Yeah, the spirit.
I know what I want to do with my life now. This has opened my eyes. Thanks for taking me here.
I'm glad he served a purpose. And she's going to hug him. And that. Yes?
Sorry, I was just going to say, you definitely talked openly about the darkness just then. Could you mark your balance?
Yes, Mark 1, boom, and I will retake the thing that I just lost, which is Celestial Light. Brr. Oh, would I? Nah, that's good. That's fine. Don't need anything else. And she's then going to turn to Gabumon. I'm sorry, I don't have any big. Wait. Gabumon. That was Pandamon, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was Pandamon.
Right. So he was in the village.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I don't have as much of a past with the previous you, but I do know of your ancient life if you want to learn more about yourself as well one day, Gabumon.
I really want to learn. I want to be as cool as Geckomon.
You're right. Well, you were part of the village already, the Icon City. You know of this place. You can ask more details from Leomon and Tsuchidarumon, as they were the big shots around here. Apparently you had some sort of conflict in falling out with the rest of them. Forgot the details of which. It was about virus types, but I'm not quite sure what happened.
As a flashback to anyone who's interested, Pandamon was adamant that virus Digimon should not be included in his city. He kicked them all out. They all joined the Digi Assassins and then tried to take revenge on the city for kicking them out, which caused some fights that ended up in Pandamon dying and Arukenimon dying. So basically, because Pandemon was discriminatory, he caused Arikenemon to die and his own death.
Heavy stuff.
Yes.
We don't need to go into the specifics yet, as your past is a troubled one, but if you ever feel ready to take it on, we'll be there for you. And Bushigekomon, man, I mixed them up myself. Bushigekomon will be there for you as well. Right. I think we should learn more together with Leomon and the rest of them.
Yes, at this
You ever
moment,
wished.
I think you realise your Digivice has been beeping in your pocket for ages, and you've not realised it at all.
Oh, excuse me, children. Seems I'm being needed somewhere.
You like grab your Digivice and look at it, and it's got like the missed call symbol on it, and it's got like 58s written next to it.
Uh-oh, that can be good. She's going to get away out of earshot of the other kids for a little bit. It's going to call. Yes. Hello. Please tell me no one died.
I wish I could. Technically, we don't know yet. Diablomon is the real world.
You what? What? How? How do you? Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure?
Yes. Yes. The circle he created, it was a portal. It teleports him to wherever he wants to go. And in order to travel dimensions, he needs to do that via reincarnation. So he died on the circle to teleport there.
That's insane. How could? I shouldn't be surprised Keramon would do something like this, but still, oh my, that is. Keramon, we need to go. Right now. And going to evolve into Sheepmon. Do you want to come with us, or will you stay here for a little bit? I don't mind either way. It's not that far from the village.
I think I'll
If you know
stay
your
here
way
for
back.
a little bit. I want to revisit my roots.
Okay, Gabuman, you stay with him, okay? You make sure he's fine, and you make sure Gekomon, you make sure Gabuman is fine. I'll be needed for. I'll be going for a little bit. I'll come back really soon.
That's an understatement.
Okay, I think I want to cut to a scene now. While you're waiting for Sonia to get back, I want to say maybe her portals aren't working and she has to fly back on the back of Sheepmon because she's used up all of her magic light energy. You have a bit of time while waiting for her to come back to discuss things amongst yourselves and sort of wind things down. I think you've both situated yourself in Ludfrigimon's mayor's office area, like the town hall.
Chichidarumon.
Chichidarumon, whatever, in his city hall area. It's where you've been keeping Hexablamon's egg. It's also where the community gets together and hangs out, where you've had several strategy meetings and whatnot before. I think at the moment it's just you and Taisto, Kageki, and then Ghostmon and Dorumon there too. What do you do? What are your moves?
By the way, Higeki, a few scenes back, started looking for me.
Oh yeah, I'll resolve that after this scene if that's okay.
Okay. So Higeki is still trying to reach Cherubimon to see if like the immediate way to get the human world is viable or not before they start looking into other stuff.
Yeah, I don't think you get through to Cherubimon. I think you get through to Angelumon.
Who is already with us.
No, she flew back to the heavens when the battle
Damn
was over. You get through to her though. You probably tell her about the situation. She's like, "I'm so sorry, but we don't have any hands to lend right now. The dark area deteriorated, and there's Digimon causing havoc all over the area. Our hands are full.
No, we do not need numbers. We just need a portal.
Yeah, we don't control the Yggdrasil. We just have a direct feed to them. They decide things by themselves.
Yeah, can you at least ask?
Well, only Seraphimon can access Yggdrasil. He's asleep.
For the fucking people.
He-
Yeah, we're not waking him up.
He made sure that he had a direct line. That's the whole reason that Caramon wanted him gone.
I was hoping that Cerebon would be able to take over the line. God fucking damn it. Yeah, no, if he's not awake yet, we are not waking him up. I trust in Dorumon's powers. And what they do is very specific.
Yeah, isn't it that he enters an eternal slumber that he can only awaken from if he faces his sins and accepts them or something like that? Isn't that right?
Exactly, so if he wakes up prematurely, he's still an asshole.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't find any luck with the heavens.
Fuck. Wait a minute. Dad! Dad, let's get Dad. He built the initial code that sent us here. If he at least remembers what the fuck he wrote there, we can potentially reverse engineer it.
Yeah, I think you contact your dad. He's excited at the prospect of going home.
Don't be, Diablemon is there.
By my calculations, it should be possible to return home with a portal. I based my thesis off of the portal that you accidentally created. All my notes are in the human world, so I'd have to start from scratch, but yeah, I could create a portal with a team.
Yeah, anything you remember about the code you gave me on that laptop is going to help.
Cool. I wrote it, so I should remember a lot of it, but, you know, it's patchy. I'll do my best. I'll let you know what I hear, he says.
Yeah, okay, and... who has worked on it?
Who's worked on what?
The code. Did you work on it solo or with them?
It was him and the scientists that came through with him. I'm pretty sure that Higeki also worked on it.
Okay, yeah, so all of you work on that. What the fuck else do we do? What else needs to be done first? Alright, we need to... since I have time, I didn't work on the code. So I'm going to start looking into what the fuck is going on with Higeki and the gang. Or not Higeki, specifically, I guess he's fine. The other three. Fuck. Yeah, so I'll go work on that. Any one of you three come with me so that you can explain better the situation. To Stella, Einari, and Eutimio.
I'm pretty sure that Eutimio's already explained it to them.
No, like, no. I mean about them being dead.
They already know they're dead.
No, yeah, I know. I want one of them with me while I research how being dead works and see if I can figure out if it's actually safe for them to travel over to the human world and if there's a way to make it safe.
Right, okay.
So I want one of them with me to explain exactly what happened to them.
Right, okay, you call them up on your Digivice, and Higeki immediately answers, and he's like, "Yeah, totally. I'll do it. Anything to repay what I did to you."
To me?
Well,
That's not important. Yeah, okay, yeah.
you don't want to hear anything? Everything that I said?
What do you mean?
I called you a monster, that you never came to visit, that you weren't truly my friend or that you cared, but Sonia gave me back the vial. I remember everything.
You were under literal mind control.
I wasn't. I was under a mind rewrite. It's different.
Yeah, sorry, groomed mind control. Very different.
I feel very conflicted right now. That I would go so far just because you betrayed me in my head. But you didn't. You were always there for me, even after the accident.
Not always. Not always. I did disappear eventually.
But that wasn't your fault.
No, it was very specifically my fault.
No one could have predicted what was going to happen that day. Okay?
Yeah, I know, but I am the one who decided you're better off without me. That's on me.
Well, now we have a chance to work together again. What do you say?
Yeah, no. ASA fucking P. People are probably dying right now.
Cool. I'll be right over, he says, and he hangs up.
Great.
Again, that leaves you and Taisto in the town hall with Ghost One and Doraemon. I think Ghost One's looking after the egg. And we see a crack start to form much bigger than before across the top and down the side. Taisto! He's hatching!
What? What is that? Oh, quick, get the some kind of implement used in these kinds of situations. I don't know. Get towels. Everyone always needs towels in these kinds of situations. Get towels.
Yeah, the crack
I'll bring
widens, glows a bright colour, and then a Digimon's just left behind, a little small blue blob-looking Digimon.
What the fuck is his baby form?
I can't remember its
blue
name. off the
blob-looking
list.
Digimon.
Does he even have one?
He does. I just forgot his name. One sec. He's got a Digimon card. I'll find the Digimon card of it.
Is it Hiyarimon? Yukimi Botamon from the egg, and Hiyarimon after it evolves.
Digi-egg. It is Hiyarimon, the one before Hiyarimon. There's a little blue-white looking thing with 2 ears. I've forgotten its name.
Blue-white
Yukimi
looking thing.
Botamon.
Yukimi Botamon is...
Botamon, that's it.
That is not blue, but okay.
He's like a bluish white color.
It's a bluish white. It's a cold white.
Yeah.
It's snow. It's straight up a snowball with eyes.
Yes.
But yeah, that one.
It's actually 3 snowballs because it has those ear looking things that are also like balls.
Yeah, okay, I couldn't remember what it looked like exactly, alright? he hatches anyway, and it's a Yukimi Botamon.
Well, isn't that nice?
Hey there, little guy. I'm Ghostmon. We were friends, but you don't remember that. But it's nice to meet you, he says as he puts a hand out. Well, what's going on? How is everybody?
Hi.
Hi.
This is Ghostmon. I'm Taisto. Who are you?
I'm Yukimi Botamon. I just hatched, so I have no idea what's going on, but you seem very happy to see me, so... Hooray! I think Ghostmon's like tearing up and crying. You're okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna make sure you grow up nice and strong, okay? I'm gonna be your big brother, alright? He grasps Yukimi Botamon.
Watch out, he's made of snow! Oh.
He starts to melt slightly. No,
He dies.
Not again!
And he's reborn. Well, you've been born in a, you got hatched in a very interesting times, you Kimi Bottomon. We have just managed to make the world hopefully a lot better for you.
Well, that's good to hear.
You'd be a good Digimon now. Yes, you will be a good Digimon, I'm sure. And yeah, well, I'm sure you'll be good. Of course you will. Right, Ghostmon?
I'll make sure of it, don't you worry. Even when you're gone, I'll make sure that at least this one gets redemption.
Yeah. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will, Ghostmon. Don't you forget it. Sorry, I need a moment. Tyson starts walking slowly and dramatically out of the room and just is on his way out. He's on his way out. I think he stops. Just shy of passing Kagayaki and says something to the effect of, I'm not actually sure what he would say.
Great to the claw.
Sorry, I just Elephant. I need to mute this shit again. Okay, all right. I think Feister would say something to the effect of, I know it's not what either of us would have wanted. It's not what we try to do. But if you Kimi Bottomon there isn't enough of a reason to convince you that things will turn out good, well, I don't know what is.
Sorry, what was that last one?
I'm not sure what is.
No, like before they give you a reason.
If you Kimi Bottomon there isn't enough of a reason to that everything will turn out fine, I'm not sure what is. The two of them will make sure that this world will be a better place.
All this time, I've literally just needed you to at least admit that what happened was not good. It's not something we want.
That is literally what Basti just said. This is out of character.
Like, that is literally all I've been asking for. Do you know how hard it was to have two people total in our team other than me, and be unable to get even that out of one of them? To not have been able to trust one of them this whole time because of something that simple.
You thought that I liked what had happened? I've been carrying this whole thing with me the whole time. I've been feeling the way your judgment has been
Yes,
I
but
think
you never.
burning into the back of my to my back actually, back of my head.
How am I supposed to know? You never said anything.
I kind of thought that not killing someone is kind of the first. You really thought that I wanted this to happen?
The way you were reacting, yes. It sounded like you didn't see it was that bad.
But, well, I'm sorry then, I guess. If you really got that impression, then I'm sorry. I have a look. What happened wasn't what anyone wanted. I'm sure of it. We all would have very much liked that Hexablamon could have, been redeemed, brought to redemption. Look at Yukimi Bottom there. As long as Hexablamon was alive, was ready to destroy the world, was, bearing the darkness and evil intentions inside of him, Yukimi Bottomon could never be. I know it's not the same as having him back or having been redeemed him. But we now have a new chance. Ustmon has a new chance, and Hexablamon has a new chance in this world. In this world, death isn't as permanent. It's not the same. Which isn't to say that I want to go around causing it, but there.
It's quite more complicated than that. But alright. Just before what I hope is the final battle. I'll give trusting you one last chance. And he reaches out his hand.
There's like a beat, and then Daisto grabs it. I'm glad to have you back.
So am I.
Well, let's work together for the good of every world, I guess.
Yeah, we're probably going to need Ghostmon's expertise on magic for this anyways. Not sure what the fuck I can have you do. Sonia doesn't have any relevant information to use. Golfmon is more on the mystical side than proper magic. Though they open portals, so we can definitely use them. Yeah, you and Sonia can go and try and help the scientists. I'll work with the other three and see if I can get them safely to the human world.
Alright, sounds like a plan. And we just need to put it in motion. I'll go and find Sonia and we'll see if we can help the scientists. Right?
Aye aye.
Try not to work yourself to death.
No rest for the wicked.
We have enough death chosen ones as it is. Alright. See you on the other side. We'll see. Right. And then Daisto walks goes find Sonia to get to work with the scientists or something like that.
And then we cut to Diablomon killing everyone, and then cut to black.
I think we get one
Lots
of
of
those.
screaming and fires and explosions.
I think we get one of those cool anime shots, where somebody walks by somebody else and then it like freeze panes and it becomes like really artsy. It's like one of those panes where it just closes like that. I hope you know what
And
I
it's
mean by
like-
really artsy.
And like in the background there's an incredibly cheesy portrait of Kagayaki and Taista giving a thumbs up.
Yes. Cool. We'll close the session now, because we're coming up on 10 o'clock now, and we'll start the next session with you guys, figuring out a way to get to the human world. For your
If
quote,
we
unquote,
don't, it's
final
game over.
battle.
Hope. Surely.
It may not be the final battle. Who knows? Maybe there's battles before it. Maybe there's battles after it. You don't know. I'm the GM.
Yggdrasil, I
decide
swear to
this.
fuck. Yggdrasil, I am
Finally,
going
we'll-
to pull the fucking plug.
Finally, we'll fight Wanyamon as was always the plan.
Not Pete.
Oh god, no.
Well, originally Wanyamon was supposed to be Pandamon, but we retconned that into Gabumon, so yeah. Wanyamon could have been a pretty big villain.
No,
But no.
lore drop.
He is just a Wanyamon that happens to be incredibly cool and hasn't had screen time in quite a long time because, there's too many characters to keep track of now.
It's a Wanyamon.
Several dozens of episodes.
Anyway, let's do the end of session moves. Let's start with Taisto.
No, let's see, I'm not taking that, I will not take that fucking potential. I will not.
And now Taista stares us dead in the eyes and says, my end of game move is I grew away from the others.
Yeah, I mean, growing closer to, I guess if only party members are allowed, then Kakayaki obviously have this influence that you cannot possess, and
I grab it
then I'm
and
gonna-
it falls to the ground and
yes,
cracks open.
yes, and then I'll
And this
clear-
powerful scene of friendship break the curse.
If you want, because it's really, 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 really close to the end of the game, I'm more than happy for you to be able to regain influence over each other again if it's something that both of you would like. If it's not something both of you would like, then you can say no and keep it as you'll never gain influence over me ever again or whatever, but
I hate that move so much, I've stripped out and removed it in the campaign IDM.
yeah, I'm gonna change it out for whenever I do this again, because
I
it's caused more
despise that
problems.
move
It's caused more problems.
so much.
I took it from the original Masks because they have that in Masks, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's a rubbish option to pick.
I hate that move so
I think-
much.
Sorry, we're talking about
that's-
talking about the
Permanently
advancement.
lose
Yeah,
influence.
that's why
Yeah,
I
that's
changed it
advancement.
for when Sonia took it, because by the time Sonia took it, I was like, I've seen what's happened when you do it with another player character. So I'm like, you can choose anyone, choose an NPC if you want.
Yeah.
And you went, I'm gonna pick
fine
Karabakh.
with it when I'm fine with it when you can choose important NPCs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
how
just
about
the player
we
character is a bit
how about we just all switch to Keramon instead?
that seems
Now
fair
that-
to me.
We know everything about the
funny.
asshole.
Works for me.
I mean, is that something you guys want to do?
Yes.
Because I'm more than happy for you to switch and you guys, because that moment there in the anime would be you reconciling each other and finally getting on the same page. So,
Right.
We still don't talk.
is that something that you two would both want, or
Yeah,
I've already
uh,
made the change. I've already made the change.
Cool.
switching it to Keramon.
So
the curse has been
influence over me.
lifted?
Unfortunately, this ruins my perfect have influence over Taisto thing, because now someone other than Einari does have it as well. But oh well.
God, this music's getting really loud. What the hell? Turning that
Yeah.
down.
It's a bit bad.
Gonna get a copyright strike if you put it that loud.
No, it's fine. It's a very niche song, so you won't get any copyright strike on this.
Anyway, and I
I'm
will
not even
clear
sure
one
YouTube
of
cares.
One of my things. Let's see. I'm gonna clear hopeless because I flung myself into easy relief when I went. Oh no, wait, I'm not. I am hopeless. Yeah, there we go. Because of the scene with Einari, and then I will now clear. Oh, when Taisto changed the subject by talking about something other than Einari being dead, would that count as running away from something difficult?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's just
So I get
ignore the
called.
elephant in the room.
Yes.
Damn,
Alright,
I
fair
just
enough.
really like trees.
I have no what are those things? Conditions. I
Condition.
have no conditions. Yes. I'm perfect. I'm perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Anyway, that's my end of session. There we go.
So you took influence over Kagyaki, yeah?
Oh no, I gave influence
Sorry, gave
over
influence
me
over-
to Kagaki.
Yes,
Yes.
Cool. And we'll do Kagyaki next.
Same shit. I clear angry.
Cool.
Le moi. Thank you. And funny thing.
Guys!
I have.
Guys! Oh my fucking god! You won't
I
believe
have,
this!
I have influence over both Sonya and Kagayaki.
Overwatch works!
Finally!
You'll finally get to use Overwatch. Yay!
Holy fucking shit, that movie's been dead on arrival since like fucking season 10 or something.
Well, maybe you'll get to put it to good use in the next few sessions. Who knows? But yeah, and Sonia.
Yes, I am here. I am Sonia. This is me.
Sono Avila ineno.
Yes. So I would say I grew closer to everyone that wasn't a main character.
Yeah, I really need
Literally everyone
I feel
else.
like I need an end of session move that is just I have grown closer to X NPC.
But otherwise, I'd say to my own image makes sense. Savior up, superior down, as you know. They've been grateful for my help despite all of it, and she humbled herself by admitting our past mistakes. Yeah. Besides that, I do have a condition, angry. Did I hurt something? I don't think. And did regaining, sharing all of the memories that people once had and Digimon alike count as hurting them in a way? They did cry, but
I don't think you were hurting anybody, like specifically.
No.
It was more you were consoling them in a way.
yes.
So
Figured,
unfortunately,
but,
no, I don't think you
yeah.
broke anything important, at least.
Too bad.
No. She broke the wires.
Yes, those were important, and they're no longer here.
They
Mhm.
absolutely were.
She broke the Tainari ship.
She broke the what?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
She broke Kagayaki's heart when he opened the tracker and saw her immediately teleport over. Fuck.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, I don't think you broke anything important, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to keep
No.
angry.
Talked about development items. Nope.
I did my
No,
best.
That's about it. Mhm. Yeah, we tried. We really did. We'll get him next time.
Cool. So I think for a post-credit scene, we will cut to the 10 o'clock news in the human world.
We're all gonna die.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news,
With Matti Rönkä.
mysterious figure has been spotted in Suomenlinna, and officials have been called to the scene to figure out what's going on. They like cut to a camera to like police tape cordoning off Suomenlinna. There's like people in hazmat suits going back in, and the news station is like, "We know not what's going on just yet, but could this be related to the incident that happened in such amount of time a year ago?"
Commit.
Where 5 children disappeared all we can say for sure is that the cliff face has had a bite taken out of it by some seemingly large beast. And they like have a camera pan to like the side of where Swim and Lina is. They like have a helicopter hovering over the water, and we see that there's been a massive like chomp shape taken out of one of the walls of Swim and Lina, and it's like taken out a bit of the sort of rocky, stony. I don't want to call it a cliff because it's quite small, but like that part has just been chomped, so there's a big bite mark in it, and we can see loads of people in like hazmat suits around there. No Diaboromon to be seen, except on the waters. Actually, no, I won't do that. That's going to cause all manner of chaos. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm gonna scratch.
What's in the
idea.
water?
I'm gonna scratch.
What's in the water, Antinome?
I'm scratching the idea of what's in the water. It doesn't exist anymore.
What's in the water?
Nothing. There was nothing in the water. Not even fish.
Meanwhile, in
the water doesn't exist.
One of the scientists come up for air as they fell in by accident.
By saying never mind and don't pay attention to the water, you do the opposite.
Yeah. Well. That's where I'm going to leave it. Diaboromon hasn't been attacking the humans just yet, but he will be soon, probably.
Good. My favorite. Well, that was a really fun session. Nice to have a heart to heart to heart to heart.
Yeah, lots of talking and no action for a change.
It's funny. We talked so much, and this time Sonia was the one not talking to anyone. At least in the party.
Mm-hmm. I had my turn. It's fine. I had more than my turn.
I was actually really intending for you and Sonia to have a heart-to-heart, Kageyaki.
Really? Why?
But you know, things didn't turn out that way, so we'll do that next time, maybe.
What gave you that idea?
It also might be quite nice for Sonia to have a heart-to-heart with Taisto as well, because I think the last we left them off, like, Taisto was originally like the person that looked out for Sonia while she looked out for everybody else, and was like her support network, and then that sort of broke down, and Kageyaki became their support network and whatnot. I wonder where her and Taisto have ended up after all of the commotion and whatnot. So yeah, good to maybe see that next session too. But yeah, thanks everybody in the stream for watching. We had 2 whole viewers this time, so thanks everybody.
Nice.
Good to have watchers. I will end the stream here, and we will reconvene hopefully next week, unless something comes up and we have to move it another week, but you know, very soon.
I wonder how the viewers feel about being in the only episode with like only talking.
Well,
I'm sure
tell us in the comments down below.
You guys are pretty good actors in terms of like the scenes you put together and whatnot, and what you say. So
we rolled 1 time.
And it was a hit.
A single time, not even a full
And
hit.
it was a hit.
Could you imagine if it wasn't a hit?
I mean,
That would have been a different episode, huh?
Well, I mean, if this wasn't a hit, we wouldn't still be playing, right?
I mean, if it wasn't a hit, then Taisto would have embraced Ghostmon and got burnt alive. So
That is the joke I made.
Yes. Oh.
Anyway, I'll end the stream here. Thanks for everybody for watching.